Hello, everyone. Welcome to Duel Links Team Wars Season 8, Week 5. Oh my gosh, I just made a big boo-boo. Give me 1 second. Oh jeez. I did everything right except for this. Give me 1 second. There. Better. Alright, let me do this. Okay. Well, now we should be able to view the replays. Hey, Steven, my boy. There he is. I just got confirmation from Chop. I talked to him. I'm going to come on after him with new box decks tonight. So you can enjoy this stream. And then tonight it's on. Awesome, awesome. Ah, okay, perfect. All right, here we go. Whoop, clicked too many times there. Oh, jeez. All right. Now I gotta change a few things. Top player. First, had a few overlays that I didn't change. Like a dodo brain. I'm assuming this is who is on top and who is on bottom. But we will see here. Pika, what is up, Mr. Mind of the Plana? 3 times, Pika, on the ladder. 3 stinking times, bro, I ran into Mind of the Plana. I'll blame you for that. Only when I play Ritual Beast, though. That's it. Right when I go on a win streak, then I find a Sierra. And I'm like, damn you, Pika. You just want to count me, don't you? I'm allowed to have fun playing this game too, you know. Really? Wow. Okay. Should be starting any second. Oof. Get on my screen. Alright. Both players look ready. Both starters look ready. So we're about to get into this shebang. Still, my rank ups got sabotaged by random stuff. Game thinks it's funny to start with notifications to Floodgate going second against my monster cards. Oof! Not going to play Invoker anymore. Alright, Raw, a world champion. We know he's a top player. Against Ivan Chavez. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Watch this.
Alright, let's see what it is. Starts out with Gozuki. Gozuki can send any zombie-type monster from the deck to the graveyard. Goes ahead and dumps the Spectral Sword into the grave, which will allow him to special summon a Synchro monster, Zombie Synchro, using his graveyard on his next turn.
I draw. From my hand.
Cosmic Cyclone will banish that back row at the cost of 1 stack. Floodgate Trapo, get out of here. Now, if I think he's playing what I think he's playing, I got a good hunch.
Here I go. I summon.
I think he's playing Chopper 200's favorite deck, but that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And he is playing Chopper's favorite deck.
I special summon a monster.
Alright, this burn getting poppin'. Gonna summon that Citry. Set a back row.
I draw.
Gozuki still on the field. Will be able to send another zombie to the graveyard. See, this is one of the advantages. When you open up Gozuki, you open yourself up to being able to really fill up the graveyard. So sometimes it can be a better open than Squire. It really depends on the situation that you're dealing with. Normal summons Shiranui Solitaire. Solitaire on the field will be able to tribute itself or another zombie type monster. Be able to special summon a zombie type tuner from the deck with 0 defense.
My monster's effect.
Westbrinsky! My boy, what's cooking? Summons another Spectral Sword out of the deck. Will we see a Synchro? Will we see a skill here? What's gonna go down?
activate my monster's effect.
Okay, it's gonna activate the effect of Gozuki. Resolve it by sending Squire to the graveyard. Just relax and blend Duel Links. That's my style. That's what I like to see, Westbrinsky. That's what I like to see, my boy. He has evolved from Westbrinsky and has turned into the Dominator.
I'll show you moves you
Level duplication, allowing him to reveal a monster in his hand and allowing him to copy that level onto one monster that's onto the field. Synchro Shogun, level 8, Shiranui Shogun Saga. Before dawn is before on. What's up, Dawn?
Monster's effect. I activate my monster's effect.
So in other related news, I was also the most obvious, what is it? Imposter in Among Us today. I couldn't trick anyone, Dawn. I was too obvious. I'm on the planet.
I special summon a monster. I activate my monster's
Solitaire, going to bring back that Spectral Sword. Spectral Sword gonna get ahead and resummon itself onto the field.
Here it comes.
Oh, I'm going in tonight. I've been so focused on the Meta Weekly last week that I never had a chance to run anything. Tonight. Tonight's the night. There's no better night. I need my staple exceeds. Summons the Spectral Sword. Here comes the big boy, Shiranui Sun Saga. This is the monster you've been saving up your lunch money for, kids.
I knew you'd do that.
Sun Saga can return any amount of zombie synchros back to the extra deck where they were summoned from, and non-target pop any amount of cards on the field equal to the amount of cards sent. Yes, Karakuri definitely worth building. Tier 1 at the moment. Tier 1 deck, definitely worth building. Very powerful. Pops the Animatrix.
I'm setting a card.
Okay.
I set a card.
Nothing to float into. Real Decade, appreciate that fall, my boy! You are now part of the tilt. Going in for 2450. Hits!
Too bad, pal.
3,500.
Attacks you directly.
Now's my chance.
Impact.
I flip over my
And it will impact his back is
I activate my trap
Chris Strong Monster back onto the field from the banished pile. Let's see what he does. Brings back the Thisvern.
I special summon
Swings into the Thisvern with the Sun Saga.
Now what do you got?
Chris Strong player in deep trouble here.
I draw.
What's the
What shall
play?
I do? I summon a monster.
Normal summoning. Top decking a Gen X Undine. X-Mang! Woodlab, what's up?
I activate my monster's effect.
Arthur, what's up? That will be negated because of Revive King.
But I will come back.
Yeah, you won't get this turn's effect that way.
5Ds to the future.
He will lead Team 5Ds into the future. And more importantly, to their first W of Sun Clan. He's led Sun Clan to the future. So, and into a 1-0 start. Alright, let me get Raw. And I think I had the names reversed like a dodo brain. Raw was actually on top. Alright, so let me go ahead and reverse them. Jew Vampira, what is up? And let's see. We'll fix that as we go along here. Speedroids make a spirit dragon without a single blue eyes? Yeah, they can.
I want to earn your trust. So watch what I can do. Duel! My turn. Here I go. I summon a monster.
Oh, are they repeating? Yes, we got a repeat.
My monster's effect.
Okay, so we're getting a repeat here. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Hide your cheeks!
My monster's effect.
Yeah, man, Yasser's the clapper, bro. We do have a repeat here. An 0-1 Crystron repeat.
I activate my monster's effect.
Crystron Solfef near. We'll go ahead and discard Smiger. And Propa, what's up? What's up, Propa? By the way, Ritual Beast better than Glad Beast. Wait, what? What did I say? Forget you heard anything. The best year. What is up?
I special summon a monster.
Your beast cannot compare to mine, Propa.
I activate my monster's effect.
Turtle, go ahead and summon Citry. And that's Citry on the field. Goes ahead and sets a back row. He can synchro summon on his opponent's turn.
My monster's effect.
Okay. I have evaluations here.
I set a card.
Fight me, Sean. I didn't
my
mean-
turn.
Here I go.
I have evaluations, but for the sake of $5,000, I can't say anything. For the sake of integrity, I can't say anything.
Show yourself.
Propa tried to cut me too when I was winning 17 in a row with Ritual Beast. He tried to bring out his Gladiator Beast. Tried to cut me and Cog. I was playing all meta decks, DM Kara, and out came Propa with his Glads. Even beat Crystron's too. And I beat them. And then we get to oh! That might have been Cyber End or Perseverance.
I activate my monster's effect.
Anyway, enjoy the sub, man. Enjoy your ad-free viewing experience and the spicy emotes. Alright, sending Squad to the graveyard. I'll take you down one day. Keep dreaming. Send Squire to the graveyard. Cursed Pancakes, what's up, my boy? Welcome. Only one Ritual Beast get banned.
I'm setting a
No, but he still has the Crystron's to deal with.
a card.
That's not enough. That ain't enough.
Take him down. My monster attack.
Swings in into Citry. You're doing a 24-hour
I
stream?
think so. I
Oh,
activate
jeez.
my monster's effect.
Citry, Chains, summon that big boy
What shall I
Undyne.
do? I special summon a monster.
We'll
Here
go
I
ahead
go.
and synchro summon
I
into a
synchro summon
Crystron
a monster.
Amatrix. He can only go into machines with Citry, but Amatrix qualifies. Now, he can't change any special summon monsters to defense because there are none on the field. Well, that his opponent has.
I knew you'd do
Crystron
I play my
Impact.
down card. I activate my trap card.
Let's Sprinsky, that's enough. I said that's enough, my boy.
What shall I do?
Don't you dare give proper
I
fuel.
special summon a monster.
I end my turn.
I didn't say anything.
I draw.
Don't give Papa any fuel. Nah, especially not him. That streamer hallucinates too much.
My monster's effect.
He hallucinates way too much, that Chopbot guy. Whoever the hell he is. He hallucinates.
What shall I do?
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
I'm
I'm just messing with y'all. Alright, summons 2 Citries, and he's gonna get floodgated.
I flip over my face down card. I activate
Oof.
my trap card.
That is a
I play my
Forbidden
card.
Lance.
I activate a quick play spell.
2+2+2+5, Vista. What is up? Duel Links Taiwan. What is cooking? And now he gets the Synchro Shokan. If priority goes back to Yvonne. Synchro Shokan.
Here I go.
Double tuning
I synchro summon
into
a monster.
Crystron. Quarion Gandrax. And if you are a sub, or you have enough channel points,
I activate my
spam those
monster's
emotes in the chat. Spam them. Spam those emotes.
I was waiting for you to do
Ballista
that. I play
Squad.
my face down card. I activate my trap card.
Tribute.
I activate my
Yeah.
trap card.
See? What Sprinsky knows. Impact will negate though. So Ballista Squad will not resolve.
My instinct
But Gozuki will be able to activate in the
I
graveyard.
activate my monster's effect.
Banishing the Squire, which will allow him to special summon a zombie to the field.
I activate
Therefore
my
triggering that
monster's
Squire.
effect.
Squire will draw 1 and discard. And he discards a Floodgate. And we can have a follow-up here. Because there hasn't...
I activate
Okay.
my monster's effect.
Alright, so Fafnir going to go ahead and pitch Rose next to the grave.
I
And
special
now will
summon a
resummon
monster.
itself onto the field. What will he pop? Let's see. Thinking long and hard. Pop Sulf. Sulf will be able to float into any Crystron monster out of the deck. What will it be? Who can it be now? Do 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 do. Who can it be now? Who will it be?
I special summon a monster.
It's another Thisfern.
Here I go.
And will summon
I activate
Gen
my
X Controller. Pops the controller to go into a
monster. I
Citry.
special summon a monster.
Into a level 5 synchro.
I synchro summon a monster.
Amatrix.
Here I
Yep.
go. Let's
Kings
go.
Kings repeated. Yep.
I'll attack with this. Attack. I'll attack
Yep, they
with
did.
this. My
Swinging
monster
in.
attacks you directly.
3,000.
It's not over yet.
Quarion
I-
going in for that 3k damage.
You're up.
You haven't broken our bond yet. My turn. I draw.
Will Raw let Yvonne sign his signature? Or no?
Here it comes.
Not unless...
Summon a monster.
No. Well,
Activate my monster's effect.
Miss Lethal? I don't know.
Activate my monster's effect.
But I can't say anything even if I do know or I don't. So I can't say a word. Alright, get a synchro from the graveyard. Did he trigger Crystron Pops when he made Quarion? Yes, you can't. You couldn't go Brio there. Well, I guess I could say it, but there was no going Brio there.
I special summon a monster. Here it comes.
Because he popped with Turtle.
A monster.
Trying to find that line between the balance of coaching and the balance of not coaching. Yeah. You pop Turtle to summon a Citry out of the deck.
Battle. Go.
No worries.
It's not over yet.
Okay. Yep, smart.
I end my turn.
I have to stay focused. It's my turn.
To revoke you.
I activate my monster's effect.
But I am the High Council. No, I'm just kidding.
Battle.
Revoked. Oof.
I'll attack with this.
Oof.
My monster attacks.
I was waiting for you to do that. I flip over my face down card. I activate my continuous trap.
I end my turn. You're up.
You haven't broken our bond yet. My turn. I draw.
Not bad. I see.
I activate my monster's effect.
Oh, what a top deck!
Here I go.
By Roar.
Summon a monster.
Oh my goodness, what a top deck.
I activate my monster's effect. Show yourself. I special summon a monster.
If I'm correct about what Roar's planning here.
Take him down.
Yep.
My monster attacks.
I can take this. Now's my chance. I activate my monster.
That will not activate. Yep, exactly, Epic. Yeah, that's what I said myself.
All right.
Really strong top deck there by Roar.
I set a card. I end my turn. You're up.
Man, my gas is running out.
What's Tyrone? What is up? Here comes the big boy.
Here I go. I sync.
Rise, Shiranui Sun Saga. Can return any amount of zombie synchros from the graveyard or banished pile back into the deck to non-target pop any mana cards on the field, on the opponent's field, equal to the amount that he would return.
I play my face.
Hey, Darth DB3, my boy, Darth. What is up? Lord Vader. Alright, he will return. Pop the Quarion Gandrax.
I activate my monster.
And Quarion will float into any banished monster. Floats into this Fern.
I special summon a monster.
I'm setting
and not looking good for Crystron.
Let's battle.
Shira's got another back row here.
My monster attacks.
Swinging in with the Sun Saga. Going in for 2450 direct with the Revived King.
It's not over yet.
Ah, this isn't good. I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
Yeah, it did, but it's not looking very good. Rosenex summons a token.
I special summon a monster.
How many tuners has he burned?
I'll set a monster.
Oh boy.
I end my turn.
Yet.
This feels
oh
like
boy.
news.
I draw.
Cowboy for game. Just overlay 2 Rosenex. That's all you need to do.
Let's battle. Go.
And unless Crystron has some hand trap,
I may have lost.
that's GG.
Come back stronger.
Raw takes it. 2-0. Exerting his dominance over Ivan Chavez. Well played on both sides. Good job, good job. So that was control. That was 100% control. No, I play right. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Pika. You and your text. Alright. Who is King's gonna call forth to challenge the Mighty Raw? Rip off Fantasy Link after the lose from DDD. Yes, sir. What's up, boy? We all know you're a clapper, man. We all know you are a clapper. I said DD with 10-6 max, but I guess I was wrong. Ooh, no. Ooh. Yep. You know, I like to go Muhammad more than Sunsung and Dark, and he's so good to get rid of those random play cards. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's late season Legend. You can find anything in Legend now. And I mean anything. So, that's just natural at this point. Okay, I'm waiting to see who's on top and who's on bottom here. Is it going to be more Crystron? Oh no, it's a character bait.
Prepare. Watch. Do all right. My turn.
But not because I put it to collect from the buy.
I'll show you no mercy. I summon a monster in attack position. I set a card face down.
Damn, that's dedication. Holy crap. Well, I know my boy in the chat, Stephen Freshy, is be out to see that.
Complete.
My homeboy. Ooh, Gold Key. Well, this is something I don't get to see too often.
Here it comes. I summon a monster. I activate my monster's effect.
Okay.
Show yourself. I special summon a monster.
Spectral Sword. That's the opening you want to see. You want to see that Squire. If you're a Shiro player, that's exactly what you want to see. Cookie with Necrophilic W. Yeah, exactly. Yep, definitely. Synchro. Shogun. Bring out the level 6. Samurai Saga. Sets 3 back row.
Let's battle. Take this.
Swings.
This duel is... You have taken my...
69 Don Flamingo and Black Snake 97. Appreciate the follows, my boy. You guys are also part of the tilt.
Right. My turn. I draw.
I wonder what that back row is. We'll see. We will see, Yor. That we will definitely see.
From my hand,
Necro
my field spell
Valley, there it is. Will prevent both players from banishing or special summoning any cards from the grave, as well as moving them to a different place.
My monster's effect activates.
As if I flip
Fiendish.
my face down card. I activate my continuous trap.
Oh, you can definitely count on seeing that content from Steven. Corey McDuffel ripped that man? Yeah.
My turn is complete.
It's my turn. I draw.
What have we got here? It is prismatic, isn't it? Oh, that is beautiful. Is monster flooded? Yup, Prisma. Yup, exactly. Prisma, yep. Alright, a lot of thinking going on here.
Show yourself.
Windows
I
Feast.
summon a monster. I activate my monster.
Oh my goodness.
I flip over my face.
Police the
card.
squad!
I activate my trap card.
There's the out!
I activate my monster.
And Necro Valley is gone. Banishing Squire will now trigger
Show
Gozuki's
yourself.
effect and
I
special summon
a monster. I activate
Spectral
my
Sword. Yeah,
monster's
this is not
effect.
looking good for Goki at all here. Yeah.
Here I go.
Well, it's hard to get
I
past all that
synchro
back
summon
row.
a monster. I activate my monster.
When you have that, you need that Necro Valley to really keep yourself in the game. Otherwise, that back row could be kind of a tough thing for Goki to deal with.
Let's battle.
Going for lethal here. And that is GG.
Whoever wants it more wins in the end.
Oh, I guess Raw wanted it more. Yep, Shearer really, really strong here. And has led Raw and his team to a 3-goose egg lead. Yeah, definitely Sun Clan getting off to a strong lead with Raw. 3-0 is the exact way you want to start off. Hey, Tomias is here? Hey, yes he is, and so is Rasmir. I didn't see you pop in, Tomias. Hey, my boy, what's up? Shadow Game? I don't know. 10-0 is the preferred list. Start and finish. What will they counter with? I'm actually not sure about that. I know I've seen 6. I guess it would be 8. I think it is 8. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anyone just straight up run the table. Duffy says he'll do his best. Raw's left the table. He's joined back. And we keep going. The good thing is now with this update, I could see, I could watch replays without having to worry about covering. That makes it easier as a caster, too. Just in case we ever get, like, shadow gamed or something. Sam Kwan Ha 996, appreciate the following now by the tilt.
It's my turn.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Watch this.
There have been 2
I
10
summon a monster.
Oh, wow. Last week there was a 10-0?
Monster's effect.
Ooh. Alright, send Spectral Sword to the grave.
I'm setting a card. I end my turn.
Time to spice up this show. My turn. Show yourself. I summon a monster in attack position.
Karakuri. Starts us with an Ninja.
As if.
Not where you want to be on a turn 2 against Shira without removal because you're playing into your opponent's back row. Never a good thing for Karakuri going turn 2. Much better deck going turn 1. But really strong deck. That's why they're tier 1. Because if you go turn 1, you can set 3 back row. And then suddenly your opponent's playing into you. And that constant draw of burrito.
I end my turn.
Blast, make sure you should look like this in replace. You should be able to see.
My turn. I draw.
No, because in a tournament environment that would not be fair.
My monster's effect.
Only 1 back row set. This is not looking good at all for Kara. We'll be able to send that Solitaire from the deck to the grave and get Shokuning. Yep, it will be at 55 if he does choose to use that. It will be
I activate my monster's
if he does go that route. Alright, banishes that Solitaire. We'll get the special summon, not synchro.
Here I go.
A zombie type synchro monster from his extra deck.
I activate my monster's
and we'll go Zombie Skull, which will play around any destruction effects that would go after his Shiranui.
Summon a monster.
Or any of his zombies, I should say. Now, what will he synchro into here? That is the question. Which route will he go?
I'll show you moves you've never
Level duplication. Yes, exactly, Rasmi. That's what I was saying before. That Gozuki is sometimes the better opener because it allows you to set up your graveyard with a Solitaire in it. Or if you're playing combo Shira, you can throw Spirit Master in there. You can even throw in the graveyard a Samurai, potentially get that banished, and then bring that back with a solitaire later. Really, really strong. Really can manipulate the
Here
grave.
it comes. I summon a monster.
And he's still, yep. Exactly. Yep. Eeyore, you're right on it.
Show yourself.
So,
I special summon a monster.
unless Karakuri pulls some random magic trick, this is looking like a 4-0 for Raw.
Show yourself. I synchro summon a monster. I activate my
Haha,
monster's
farming
effect.
points. Alright. Goodbye, Cash Shed.
Let's battle. Go.
You fell.
Swings in. That will be negated. And 3,500 sends Raw to a 4-0 lead with Shiranui. He is on a clapping missions. Yep, Raw is a clapper. Yep. Yeah, Drizzles does have him on his team. So we will update the records. That'll be a 4-0 from Raw. And yeah. Sun Clan, man. 4-0. Huge start here. You think it'll be a 10-0? I don't know.
I heard you were looking
Who is
for
in
me.
here now?
Looks
Who
like
they call
you
fourth?
succeeded.
It's time.
I think it was Black Snake, but I'll double
Here I
check
go.
before it won't let me.
My turn.
Yes, they did.
I set a card.
Yes, they did.
I set a card. My turn is done.
Here I go. My turn. I draw. Watch this. I summon a monster.
All right.
I'm setting a card.
Sets a back row.
I'm setting a card. I set a card.
And again, Raw opening up Gozuki. Really strong. Gozuki plus 3 back row. Yup. Precisely, Eeyore. Could be that.
I activate
Triple A, what is good, my boy?
I expected.
Fiendish
that.
Chain.
I use my face down card.
That will negate the effects of that
Continuous
Gozuki.
trap activates.
Slowing down.
my turn.
Raw.
I draw
Back to
a
Black
card.
Snake.
All right. I summon a monster in attack position.
And 3
My
special
monster's
sword in your
effect
hand.
activates.
Alright, will Alistair be allowed to go through? Or will he be denied? And he will try to deny him with that Fiendish Chain,
I activate my
negating
continuous
Alistair's effect to search for Invocation. So no
My
search.
turn is done.
trap. It's my turn.
He also keep in mind,
I draw.
with 3 back row, if he would have said Invocation in hand,
comes.
couldn't play it because his back row is locked.
Now's my chance.
Well, now
Use
it's not,
my
but
face down
before
card.
it was.
My trap activates.
Alright, floodgates to
It's my
Gozuki.
I draw a card.
Back to Black Snake.
I set this card face
Sets a
down.
back row. Switches
My turn
Alistair
is
to
done.
D.
Go. My
Will
turn.
pass. Clog
I
W.
draw. I end my turn.
Just passes.
My turn. I draw
Yeah, this is
a
potentially a good amount of outs that can get Raw out of
card. My
this.
turn is done.
It's my turn. I draw.
This is rather a silly duel.
It's my turn.
A lot of drawing and passing.
I draw a card.
It's important to note now that Black Snake does have a slight deck out
is
advantage.
It's my turn. I draw. I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card. My turn is done.
It's my turn. I draw. I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card. My turn is done.
It's my turn.
Alright, back to Raw.
I draw. I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn. I draw a card.
Black Snake ruining that streak. There's only a pink letter. It's the end of the game.
My turn is done.
Here I go. My turn. I draw.
He's just gonna sit. If Raw runs Ninetale Fox.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card. Now's the time. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Oh. Berry Magician Girl.
I was waiting for you.
Interesting.
I
Because
flip
now
over
that
my face
search
card.
will put
I
Raw
activate
ahead
my
in the
trap
deck
card.
out advantage.
I reveal my face down card. My trap activates.
But at the same time, can get back that. Oh my mother of gosh! It is liberty at last!
Activate a spell.
Oh!
Here I go. I fusion summon a monster.
And here comes Purgatrio.
I activate a spell.
Here to ruin Shira's day. With that Purg, it is
I
prismatic.
set this card face down. Let's battle. Here
Purg going in.
my monster attacks.
We'll swing over one.
My monster's effect activates. My monster's effect
Discards two. And that is lethal. GG to both players. Very well played. So we will edit that. I'm back. I'm back.
As long as there is a single glimmer of light, I will fight to overcome the darkness.
It's time to duel.
Duel!
It's my turn. I set a monster. I set this card face down. I set this card face down. I set a card. My turn is done.
My turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate a continuous spell.
Patch Q10P. Appreciate the following now, part of the tilt. Sorry about that one, guys. Router went out for a second.
Watch and learn. I summon a monster in attack position. I set a card face down on the field. I set a card on the field. Let us battle. I end my turn.
Hey, yeah.
My turn. I draw a card.
Hopefully we get everyone back. Had a minor technical issue. The router went out for a second.
That.
I just had to fix it.
Here's my face down card. My trap activates. Very well. I special summon a monster. What shall I play? I special summon a monster. Now, I activate a continuous spell.
Okay, people are starting to come back. Sorry about that one, guys. Router died for like 2 seconds.
I reveal my face down card. My trap activates. My turn is done.
My turn.
Okay, MasterCards is now on the bottom. Hold on.
From my hand,
I might be a little bit behind.
A quick play spell.
So then that means that they get on the... What was Raw's first deck? He was playing Shira.
To do that. I reveal my face down card.
Yeah, MasterCard's playing. I'm fixing that now. Had a brief issue.
Let us battle. Here I go. My monster attacks you directly.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I use my
What was
face down
Raw's
card.
second deck?
My continuous trap activates.
That's what I missed. Craptron.
My trap activates.
Raw, appreciate that follow, you know, but it's all. Trons, hey Raw, appreciate it, my boy. You are a god at this game, man.
Turn this duel around.
The end is near. I attack you directly.
Yep, we're back.
Congratulations. You win.
I have won, but I have foreseen the day when we shall duel again.
Okay. I'm fixing things up now. Alright, so MasterCards took it. So that'll be another win for Sun Clan. Herbel, what's up, my boy? What's up, Herbel? It's been a good while since I've seen you.
I have foreseen the...
No retreat. My monster's effect
Okay,
activates.
so Black Snake on top, he's switched. Okay, so now I have an idea of
My
where I am.
monster's effect activates. No retreat. I special summon a monster. Watch this. I synchro summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. I special summon a monster.
Alright, going into Ninchi.
I set a card face. I end my turn.
My turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate a continuous spell.
Alright, summons that Ninchi. Ninchi will get the summon. If he has another character in hand. Oof. Again, guys, I'm deeply sorry for that. I'm really deeply sorry.
I set a card on the field. I set a card on the field. I end my turn.
My turn.
Nah, not face cam today. Not now. Not when I'm doing Team Wars. Hey, thanks to my. I said to myself, I don't know what happened. I'm like, ah.
This'll pack a wallop.
Swinging him with a beret.
Life points directly.
So we did not have another additional summon. Thank you, Vinny, for helping me out there with the score. I appreciate it. Terrific ref. Terrific, man. You're doing an awesome job. Yep. Alright. Well, we get a response here. Hey, it's going good. It's going good. Much better now.
My future is getting cloudy.
This'll pack a wallop.
Now he
My
mandatorily
monster
has to
attacks
attack.
you directly.
I shall
Cosmic Cyclone.
My turn.
Goodbye.
It's my turn.
Karma Cut. Need updating? Yeah, I'm gonna fix that in a second. I'm a bit behind because of the little atrocity we had.
My turn comes to an end.
I'm working on that now.
My turn. I draw. From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
Nico Seto, what is up?
I special summon a monster.
I shall extinguish that. Here's my face down card. My trap activates.
Super Zailing, what's up?
Just as I expected. Here's my face down card.
Karma
My
Cut.
trap activates.
Goodbye. 2. Alright, discarding that illusion magic.
Just as I expected. My trap activates.
And let me fix that player score.
Now, I special summon a monster.
I set a card. My turn's done.
My turn. I draw.
Get a message here. Sean, man, I invested so much last month, but I'm having trouble with side decks and 20s, man.
Position.
I use Blackwing, Shearer, Invoke. I haven't tried Karakuri. When you construct a side deck, construct for what you think is relevant in the meta.
I have already
especially your worst
downfall.
matchups. So if you're entering a meta weekly,
Let us battle.
construct for what your worst matchups are. So
And
if I was
now,
going to talk about
My monster
Blackwing,
attacks.
I would be heavily countering decks that have a ton of back row in it.
Pathetic.
Or any
Check
graveyard
out my
interaction.
face down card. My
So I
trap
wanted to run
activates.
side deck Necro Valley to deal with potential Crystron matchups. Shira could be good against as well. Offerings could work as the side deck. You can also side more back removal, side additional Forbidden Lances. Just think about what is your toughest matchups. So I think for Blackwing, your toughest matchup is still going to be Invokes. They're still around. Invoked Roids, they're gaining more popularity. Crystron's a tough matchup if you don't have Necro Valley or Offerings to pop their Citry during the draw phase, so they can't Synchro Summon during the main and battle phase of your turn. Those are good
I don't
options.
think so. I activate a face down card. My track
Ooh,
activates.
that Karma Cut's gonna sting. Well,
My turn comes to an end.
My turn. I draw.
and now we can continue with his plays. Closely.
I synchro summon a monster. My monster's effect activates. Watch
Canadia
this.
flip Canad.
I
the
special
way left.
summon a I set a card
And that
face
is
down.
over.
I've got this in the bag.
Going in with the
I attack with my
Nisamu.
monster.
And
You ask
28
nice,
with the
I'll
burrito.
finish you fast.
Attacking
My
with that
monster
beef
attacks
and
you
steak
directly.
bean burrito.
You defeat.
Yes, he has defeated you. Alright, so there goes Black Snake. Taking it, ma'am. I think he's actually 3-1. This didn't get updated properly. And C2. That'd be 5-3. Alright, so 5-3.
If you are a true duel. Duel. Here I go. I set this card face down.
Karakuri greater than Rick
I'm counting on
Magician.
you. I summon a monster in attack
Up.
position. My monster's effect
Invokes.
activates.
Invoke Roids on the bottom. Summons
From my
Alistair.
hand,
Well, at least I think it's
activate
Invoke
a spell.
Roids. Alright, fuses. Yep, there it is.
All right.
Into
I fusion
Paga
summon
Trio.
a monster.
Turn 1.
I activate a spell.
Activates Invocation's effect. Invocation. We'll put it back. To his
My
hand.
turn is done.
My turn. I draw.
Yep, that's a good side deck. Yep, Godfather, that's actually perfect.
I summon a monster in attack
Hey, no problem,
position.
anytime. I played TCG a bunch, so I'm used
I
to it.
summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Alright, out comes the Insaichi. We'll be searching the Kumanzan.
My monster's effect activates.
Now, I reveal my face down card.
Ooh, bad aim!
Activates.
And that will not allow his Kuzman-san to resolve. Perfectly timed
I
tech.
set a card. I set a card face down. Battle.
And
I
now,
got this in the
that
bag.
will also force
I attack with
him
my
to swing with
monster.
Insaiichi because it is a mandatorily attack requirement. No
I might
Lance.
actually lose.
This not looking good. Looks like
My
a
turn's over, dweeb.
kick W
Okay,
and an exit.
Here I go. My turn. I draw. I set a card. I'm counting on you.
How many DD Crows do you
I
have?
summon a monster in attack position.
I'm currently
My
stuck at
monster's
2.
effect activates.
Yeah, 2 is fine. Alright, will Alistair go through, or will it be met with a Fiendish Chain? You are the Godfather for a reason, you know.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Invocation.
All right. I fusion summon a monster. I activate a spell. Time to battle.
Alright, here we go.
It's over.
2700. Canadia?
Check out my face down card. My trap activates.
It's over. I attack your life points
How
directly.
ridiculous.
Karma cut.
Check out my face down card. My trap activates.
Oof.
How predictable. My trap activates. No retreat. I special summon a monster.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw. I
Back to
set
Snake.
a card.
Kanadi into attack position. Lessen the
Okay.
damage.
Turns
Here
over,
I go.
dweeb.
My turn. I draw. I set this card face down.
Set to back row.
All right. I summon a monster in attack position. My monster's effect activates.
Summoning Alistair. We'll search again for that invocation. Patch and testing in this meta. Flips up the Alistair. Alright, alright.
Let's battle. Here we go. My monster attacks.
Swinging in with the 2700 perk.
I
Fiendish
activate the
Chain
face
coming
down
down.
My continuous trap activates.
I end my turn.
And that will be negated.
It's
Is
my
that
turn.
2 perks or
I
3?
draw.
Only 2.
I set a card
Set
face
the back
down.
row.
My turn's over,
What a
dweeb.
flab.
Now isn't the time to let up. My turn. I
Yep,
draw.
exactly, Woodlad. Yep.
From my hand,
In.
activate a spell.
Vo.
I don't think so.
And met with a
Check out my
forbidden
face down
lance
I activate
on
a
his
quick
Alistair, which will prevent him from fusing with the Alistair that is currently on the field.
I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
But doesn't seem concerned. Ooh, will we see an Exceed play here? Will we see an XYZ summon? Oh no,
I'm
it's
counting on
Trish!
I special summon a monster. I activate a spell.
And oh, what a play! Gets the Alistair back with the Trish,
Time to battle.
playing around
Let's do this.
the Lance.
My monster attacks.
Ho!
My monster's effect activates.
And Alistair will boost the Trish for that lethal. Wow!
Impossible! How could I lose?
I win.
Yes, Yugi says it best. I win, he says. Well, damn right he does. Yeah, that was a really good play. Yeah, that was a great play, Steven. Definitely, man. SYS, what's up? Yeah, definitely gotta respect that. Absolutely. Alright, let me update the records. Yeah, sick brain, Cosmic, yep. Oh, Cosmic, also congratulations. Wolver! What's up, bro? Hey, Cosmic, congrats on your top in the Meta Weekly. Congrats, my bro. Trishula. Trishula. I just missed top 32. I kind of slipped at the last minute before I made top 32. But I just missed it with Thunder Dragons. I was playing TDs in the last Meta Weekly. What is created in Drishula? Yes, I do, Leonard Nakali. Kawaii. Woo, lad! Appreciate that follow, my boy. You're now part of the till. Yes, I do. I try to remember as many followers as I can. Yep. Yeah, I love Thunder Dragons, man. Ton of fun to play. Alright. We're waiting for MasterCard's opponent to come forth. We wait and we wait. I've been on this game since like March. Oh, wow. Holy moly. Yvonne Chavez! Appreciate the follow. You now part of the Till. You play beautifully with Crystons, by the way. Definitively enjoyed watching you play that. Definitely one of my favorite decks of all time. Especially the level dupe version. I like the level dupe better than I do the SSA, because I feel like the SSA can get a little bit autopiloted.
It's my turn.
Which I'm not a fan of. Like, I don't like to autopilot decks too much. But I do love the level dupe, and you played it fantastic. Crystal Judai. Appreciate the follow. You now part of the Till.
My turn. I draw.
A Shizu on top. Ho! Back when Thunder Dragon was
I
tier
set a
1.
card on the field.
You mean when Gold Sark was at 3 and you had three Life Brigades?
What shall I play?
3 Levineer? Yeah, man.
I summon a monster and attack.
Crazy.
Here I go. My monster attacks you directly.
And he summons... Ah!
I end my turn.
It's my turn.
Winda!
I draw a card.
Ritual Beast. Yeah, man. No worries. Love Train, what's up? Hey! Do you consider the last patch above? Yeah, it was definitely a nerf.
My field spell activates. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position.
Yeah.
My monster's effect activates.
Man, yeah, Love Train, congratulations on a great performance. Well done.
My field spell activates.
Congratulations.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
There goes Invocation. It's not taking a vacation, it's taking an invocation. Okay, that was really bad.
Now's the time.
Okay, that one was really bad. Sometimes I try to come up with jokes, but they don't... That's just like one of those jokes that you say that sounds a lot better in your head than it actually does when you actually say it. And when I said it, I'm like, yeah, no, this is not working.
Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Hey, Dominator. You can't blame me for wanting to cruise past my opponents. Master all of my strategies. And build my deck with perfect amount of balance.
Now, I special summon a monster.
Oh, that got Steven! I knew it, I could get him.
I attack with a monster.
I knew you would do that. My monster's effect activates.
And now that we've tech Zenmanes back into Triumph, let's wind it up and get it ready to go. Right?
Draw. My monster's effect activates.
I knew I could get my boy Steven. Petalfin's gonna bounce by banishing that Apelio. Alright, let's see what them Ritual Beasts can do. I mean, I know what they can do, but we'll see what
Here's
they
my
can do.
face down card.
Ambush!
My trap activates.
That's an interesting one. Not too many people play Ambush. But he's going to use it here to bring back a Spiritual Beast
Now.
and a Ritual Beast Tamer.
I special summon
Now,
a
for
monster.
those who do not play Ritual
What
Beast,
shall I play?
Winda is both.
I
She
special
counts as
summon
both.
a monster.
A Tamer and a Spiritual Beast. And you're out one. So, Ritual Beast players definitely can take advantage of that. Where's Papa Toph right now?
Now.
I know Papa Toph would
I
love to see
special
this.
summon a monster. I set a card face down on the field.
Alright.
I set a card face down on the field. Let us battle. The end is near.
A Paleo going to
My
swing
monster
for 26.
attacks you directly.
Attempting
Now,
lethal.
My
Will get
monster's
denied.
effect activates.
A Paleo is unaffected by card effects, but not Kite
I
Roy.
end my turn.
Because Kite Roy does
Here
not
I
affect
go.
the Paleo, it affects your
My
life.
turn. I draw a card.
Just in case you decide to pick up Ritual Beast tomorrow and you want to learn the
Now's
deck,
the time.
make
I
sure
summon
that
a
you know
monster
that
in attack position.
before attempting lethal.
My monster's effect
Alistair.
activates.
Gonna search that invocation. Fusion time, my boys. Yeah, that could be an issue.
My field spell activates.
Popping the Alistair with Megaroid City will allow him to search any Roid monster from his deck to his hand. That can include Speedroids, by the way. Because my life was getting affected.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Speedroid Terratop when?
I shall extinguish that.
Oh jeez.
Here's my face down card.
Who wants
I
PK Fire
activate
in the
quick
game?
Play spell.
You know, give us Burning Abyss,
Oh!
Phantom Knights, Terratop.
Here I go.
Purr!
Fusion summon
Ah!
a monster.
Trio is here!
I set a card.
And not looking good for Ritual Beast because if this attack connects, does he have a Ritual Beast to banish? It
Time
won't
to
matter. It'll
battle.
still be lethal anyway. He's only got 19.
Playtime is over. I attack with a monster.
Just as I expected. My monster's effect activates.
Alright, that will go up to 700 defense, 3100 attack on the bird. But that doesn't matter, that'll be 2200. And MasterCard takes it. I'm kind of intrigued on that counter pick there, but I guess that he had Wolf's second deck, so he had no choice. No choice in the matter. Had to. Alright, so now MasterCard's going to a 3-1 record. MasterCard's picking up his team, man. Picking up right where Raw left off. With a dominating performance. Bring out the Megalith. Ooh. Ooh, that was my bad.
If you are here, my turn is done.
My turn. Now, I summon a monster.
Hey! My boy Nate, I saw that Chris Strong video. I saw it. You can't hide it from me, Mr. Master KD.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I use my face down card. My trap activates.
Hey, no more
Set a
problem,
card.
bro.
I'll set a card. I'll end my turn.
Whoa.
It's my turn.
Back to
I draw a
MasterCards.
card.
Always keep your credit
Here I
card
go.
on you.
I summon a monster in attack
You
position.
never know when it's time for you to make a purchase.
I set a card.
So always keep your
Time to
MasterCard on hand.
Let's do this. My monster attacks your life points directly.
Going in with the Roid.
Is that all you got?
My monster's effect activates. My turn is done.
My turn. I draw.
Westbrinsky, what did I tell you? I said that's enough.
Now,
I said that's enough,
I
Mr.
summon
Brinsky.
a monster. I activate
I said
my
that's
monster's
enough.
effect.
Exactly what I was waiting for. I use my face down card. My continuous trap activates.
I said that's enough, Mr. Westbrinsky. Don't you
end
go
my
siding
turn.
with
It's
Chopper
my
now.
turn.
Don't
I
you go
draw a
siding with
card.
Chopper. We talked about
I
this,
set a card.
Westbrinsky. You can either side with me or you can side with Chopper.
Time
That's
to
it.
battle. Here we go. My monster attacks your life points directly.
Going in with 800. Yeah, man,
that
that
all
goes
you
to
got?
show you how
My
good the deck
monster's
is, man.
effect activates.
You've been nerfed on the
My
ban
turn
list
is done.
twice, and you still
My turn.
top tier, man.
I draw.
Goes to show that that deck was a great investment. Great investment for you. So if you invested in Crystron, definitely a good way to go. Sure, Renewry Squire. Now what?
I summon
What's the
a
follow-up here?
monster.
We can see a solitaire? We are. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, he does, man.
I expected you to do that.
Oh, I
reveal
didn't
my
think you would
face
catch
down
that to
card.
mine.
My trap activates.
Damn, he caught me. I've been caught. Red-handed. Ooh, expensive discard. Yeah, it really fits her character
Here I
profile
go.
well.
Let's battle. I'll end my turn.
Here I go.
That's an expensive
turn.
discard from
I draw a
MasterCards.
card. I set a card. Time to battle. Playtime.
We'll swing in
is
for
over.
800.
My monster attacks your life points directly.
Will this go through? It will.
I can't lose. Not now.
My monster's effect activates. I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw. I summon a monster. What shall I do? I synchro summon a monster. I set a card. Battle. Here goes.
Will this go through? It does.
I end my turn. This
Okay,
feels like
here I
bad
go.
news.
Oh, bad
My
spot
turn.
for
I
MasterCard.
draw.
3 back row against no monsters. Not a situation you really want to be in.
I end my turn.
It's my turn.
If you stop playing heroes, you can start.
Now, I summon a monster.
And the pressure will continue. As a Squire gets summoned,
Let's
and an
battle.
attempt for lethal,
I'll attack
going in for
this.
1500
My
with the
monster
Shiranui
attacks you
Squire.
directly.
Will it connect?
I expected you to do that.
Kiteroid.
My monster's effect activates.
I end my turn. This feels like bad news.
Okay, here I go. My turn. I draw.
What's the play?
I set this card face down.
Sets a back row.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw.
Back on
Battle.
top.
Here goes.
Swinging in with
My
15 with the
monster
Shiranui
attacks you
Squire.
directly.
Hey! It's Papa Toph! Oh, you missed a very exciting game of Among Us
It's
today.
not over yet.
Very
I win.
exciting.
My monster attacks you directly.
There he
Now's
is,
my
it's
chance.
Papa.
My monster's effect activates.
What is up? Daddy has
my turn.
arrived!
This feels like bad news.
You know
Here I
he
go.
was sleeping?
My turn. I draw a card. I set a monster.
Conduit? Maybe.
My turn is done.
I can't let fear overtake me. My turn. I draw.
Invokes could creep back into this. He still has deck out advantage.
Here I go.
He's kind of locked
Let's
into the
battle.
2500 beater.
Here goes. Attack.
That will not get over the Alistair.
I can't lose.
And that can proc a
Not
search.
now.
Now,
Yep, and
my
it will.
monster's effect activates.
Can't negate with Fiendish here because it is damage calculation.
I end my turn. This feels like bad news.
It's my turn. I draw
Let's
a
see
card.
let's see if MasterCards can make a comeback. Starting the game back a little bit, card advantage. Shira's board is kind of clogged right now.
I set a monster.
Sets one.
My turn is done.
His
I
turn is
can't let
done.
fear overtake
Yugi
me.
says his turn's
My
done.
turn. I draw.
Alright, back on top.
Battle.
8 cards to 10 right
You
now.
best get out of my way.
Going in with the
My monster
Samurai
attacks.
on the face down. Successfully swinging over the Alistair.
I end my turn. This feels like bad news.
Here I go. My
Back
turn.
to Master
I
Cards.
draw a card. From my hand, my field spell activates.
Top decks the Megaroid City, which will allow him to potentially clear one of his cards to be able to search a Roy card. And can now clear that Fiendish Chain which is dead from the first Squire, and now we'll be able to search a Roid from his deck to his hand. And there goes Kite Roid.
From my hand,
And that will clear up the space for the Invocation. Invocation will allow him to banish materials from his field, graveyard, or his opponent's graveyard, or his own hand to fusion summon into an invoked fusion monster. Or another fusion if he has other materials in the hand. So let's see. What will he fuse into? No, not... That looks like a Cocytus to me.
I fusion summon a monster.
Invoke Cocytus.
I knew you'd do that.
Will be met
I
with
play
a
my
Floodgate
face
Trap
down
Hole.
card. I activate my trap card.
Alright. Now, the problem for Shira here
Activate a spell.
is with his current board state, will not be able to get over that Cocytus at 2,900 defense. So that is going to be a bit of an issue here. But maybe something in his hand can help him out it. Clear up some of that back row space that he was originally locked
My
into.
turn is done.
I can't let fear overtake me. My turn. I draw.
And remember, like I said before, MasterCards currently holds deck out advantage.
I'll set a card.
So the match is a little bit more evened up than it was before.
Battle. I'll attack with this.
Alright, we'll swing
I'll
in with
attack with my
the
monster.
into the Alistair.
I end my turn.
End's turn.
This feels like bad news.
Here I go. I draw a card.
Back
I
to
set a
MasterCards. We'll set a back row. Was the original
I'm counting on
attempt
you.
at lethal?
I summon a monster in
Was
attack
the original
position.
attempt at lethal with the Squire and
My
Samurai
monster's effect activates.
overly
I
greedy
knew
for
you'd do
Shira's?
I flip over my face down card.
We will see.
I activate my continuous trap.
We will see.
I use my face
Bad
down card.
aim will allow him to
My
pop
trap
another card in the
activates.
field in response to that Fiendish Chain, targeting
Don't think so.
a back row.
I flip over my face down card.
Oh no,
I
targets his
activate
own
a quick
Alistair,
play
excuse
spell.
me. Not the back row. Very smart, very smart, very smart. Now we'll bypass the Fiendish Chain. But will be unaffected by the bad aim. So he will not be able to fuse into anything because his Alistair will still be stuck on the field. However, we'll still search the invocation because he is unaffected by the chain.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Invocates anyway. Alright. He can from the graveyard.
Now is the time.
From the graveyard,
I
yes.
fusion
Hey,
summon a
on
monster.
field, no, because of the lance. Yep. Exactly. Alistair and Grave, yes.
I knew you'd do that.
We'll be met by a harsh
My
floodgate
face down
trap
card.
hole.
Activate a spell.
I activate
Invocation,
my
putting
trap
back that
card.
Alistair in the hand.
I knew you'd do that. I activate my monster's effect.
Samurai Saga, shuffling that Spectral Sword back in the day. Putting Alistair into defense. That will help out his deck out situation a little bit. So.
Here I go.
Up, here comes that Trishula.
Time to battle. Playtime is over. I attack with a monster.
What a play again. And Alistair for lethal. Oh my goodness. Wow.
My friends have faith
That
in
might
me,
be the most
but I
exciting
let them
Invoke match
down.
I've ever seen in my
That
life.
was an excellent duel.
Congratulations. MasterCard's one hell of a play there, man. All the setups, the baiting out of the back row. I love it. Nothing but professional plays. Yep, godly plays. You're making me want to play Invokes, and that is something I have not said in a while. At least for a little bit. Alright, here comes the Philly Special. I know what I want at Philly Special. Mine with extra cheese whiz and onions. That's my Philly Special. With ribeye steak. And a nice hoagie roll. Nice Philly cheesesteak. Someone throw so I can see Yasser play. White's featuring Trishula. Alright. I think Philly Special is the last player on that team, right? Yep. It has. And Zay is 0-2. That's why that's not right. So that needs to be fixed. 2-2 score, that's not it.
If you are a true duelist, I expect nothing less than your best strategies.
Don't want to brag, but my deck is pretty awesome.
That.
Duel. My turn.
There you
I
go.
set a monster. I'm setting a card.
It's my turn.
Alright, 3 back row, 1 set.
Card. From my hand, my field spell activates. I'm counting on you.
Another Shira playing for Vinland.
Perfect.
Up, Fiendish Chain.
Face down card.
That is the most aggressive Fiendish Chain. He's like,
Field spell activates.
he's like, no, bowling not again. Alright, gonna search that submarine, Roy. Will we see an invocation that he's already had in the hand? Or pass?
My turn is done.
Okay, passes.
My turn. I draw. I set a card.
On to the Philadelphia Special.
Battle.
Alright, flips up the Spectral Sword.
My monster attacks you directly.
And
It's
swings
not over
with the
yet.
Shiranui
I
Spectral
end my
Sword.
turn.
Here I
800
go.
poke.
My turn.
Okay.
I draw a card. I set this card face down. All right. I summon a monster in attack position.
Will this be a submarine, Roy? Yes, it will.
That's the ticket.
And it will be met with
I
a floodgate
play my
trap hole.
face down card. I activate my trap card.
Hey, I'm hungry too, Mom. Hey, Papa Toph,
My
I'm
turn
hungry
is
too.
done.
Here goes. It's my turn. I draw.
And seeing the name Philly Special only makes me even hungrier.
I'm setting a monster.
That's the truth.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card. I set a card. My field spell activates. I'm counting on you. I summon a monster in attack position. Let's battle! Playtime is over. I attack your life points directly. My field spell activates.
No!
My monster's
All right,
attack
swings in
activates.
for 18.
My turn is done.
Here goes. It's my turn. I draw.
And that is a sting. Level augmentation.
Time to
Shoot,
rock.
and Sean goes
I
cookies.
summon a monster.
Summons.
Exactly what I was
Floodgate.
waiting for.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
I reveal my face
Is
down
there gonna be a
card.
lance?
My trap activates.
I play
Yep.
a face down card. I activate a quick play spell.
Will be met by another back row. Nope,
Time
it
to
won't.
rock. I synchro summon a monster.
Sun Saga coming out. See, I called it at
Battle.
the start.
How's this? My monster attacks.
I expected you to do
Fiendish
that.
will
I
negate.
reveal my face down card. My continuous
I
trap
take my
turn.
activates. It's my turn. I draw a card. I set a card.
Sets another back row.
Let's battle.
And more of a threat here.
Let's do this. I attack your life points
This attack goes
directly.
through with the boost. I was gonna say that would put him in cowboy range.
Won't give up.
Redeem
My monster's
timeout,
attack
alright, you say.
activates. I end my turn.
It's time.
Not gonna cry. I know there's still hope. It's my turn. Let me be lucky. Just this once.
He asked
I
for it.
draw.
Want a bit timed down? I'll time you out. Yes, we all live in that yellow submarine,
I
69.
activate my monster.
Oh yes, I love the Beatles. But if I sing it, I don't have the glass insurance to sing. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you that. I can
Check
do it, but I'm
this.
not one to sing.
I special summon a monster.
I'll bring you back at 5:27. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
My glasses will break. Oh no. Cyclone on the Fiendish. Goodbye, Fiendish Chain. How many more music, damn it, to mice? That's right. Uh-oh. Down inside 400, though. Gotta have some back row here, otherwise one
Time
submarine,
for
and that's GG. Even Cowboy can win him the game at this point. If he so desires.
Okay. I attack with my monster.
Swinging 2,500 into the submarine roy. Will this go through? Or will it be met with back row? Does he have an engrave? He did search. He did search it. That I do know for a fact. And yes, he does have one engrave. There is one engrave. Hits!
If this gets through, my monster attacks you directly.
Someone did that today in Team Wars. Oof.
Exactly what I was waiting for.
Well.
My monster's effect
I just have to keep believing in my cards. I end my
Down
turn.
to 400.
Now isn't the time to let up. My turn. I draw. I end my turn.
I gotta stay calm and find a way to win. My turn. Let me be lucky. Just this once. I draw.
Leo's asking just this once. He's being kind enough to say just this once. Will he get lucky? Just this once.
Time for battle. Let this work. My monster attacks you directly.
Sun Saga attempting lethal. On the Master of Cards. Ooh boy.
Now's my chance.
Kite
My
Royd
monster's effect activates.
says no.
I just have to keep believing
And he
in
has
my
to
cards.
end to play
I
around.
end my turn.
Now isn't the time to let up.
D-draw.
My turn. I draw.
Draws.
I set a card.
Ooh, quickly sets
I
that
end
back
my
row.
turn.
I gotta stay calm and find a way to win. My turn. Let me be lucky. Just this once. I draw. I'm setting a card.
Sets another back row. Kite Royd will join Grass because of this deck. That's what I told everyone when Grass came out in this deck. It was going to get banned. I'm like, no, it's not going to be as broken as it was in the TCG. I said, sure, you're not going to mill every Infernoid in the graveyard, but something's going to break in this deck. Yep, that is true. Here comes level 8.
Time to rock.
Shiranui Shogun
Monster.
Saga. Infernoid's 1.
Time to rock.
Will he
I
summon a
summon
tuner?
monster.
Up, he'll go for a Squire.
Time for battle.
Threatening that lethal
This
through
is
Kite.
you. I attack you directly.
Ooh. This is a nail biter.
what I
There's
was
that
waiting
fiendish chain.
I reveal my face down card. My continuous trap
I
activates.
just have to keep believing in my cards.
Spacey Sleep,
I
what's
end
up?
my turn.
Okay. Here
Imagine
I go.
Fiendish and Kite did
My
Submarine
turn.
next turn.
I draw.
Oof.
From my hand, I activate
Rips
the
into the
spell.
invocation. Who needs D-Draw? You just rip into it. Get fusing. And he can banish from his opponent's graveyard if he desires.
Here I go.
Rise! Invocositis! Cositis cannot be targeted nor destroyed by card effects, so Ballista won't
activate
work,
the spell.
nor will Bad Aim or Canadia. And we don't see a Floodgate, so that's not looking good. Will Philly Special have an answer here? Did he
Time
get
to
too
battle.
greedy with the Squire?
Let's do this. I attack with a monster.
Perfect.
Needle
Flip over
Sealing!
My face down card.
Okay, that
I
will protect
activate
them.
My trap card.
It will destroy his own Squire, but his Cositis will survive the wrath.
I use my face down card.
Bad Aim! Alright.
Trap activates.
So his other back row will be dismantled here. Such an odd word to use, dismantled, in this case.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
I activate my monster's effect.
Oh, and Fiendish, that's right, Fiendish was on Sun Saga.
Let's do this.
So that
My
is
monster attacks your
GG.
life points directly.
Oh my
monster's
goodness.
effect activates.
And the Alistair BM.
Ah!
I just remembered that he actually finished that Sun Saga. So that is GG. Paid actor. Oh, wow, MasterCards. Yeah, I think he forgot. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Damn. Damn. Alright, this is the last man standing position here, man. This is the last man standing. Philly's got to win 7 in a row. Oh, they're faster than I am. All right.
There's only
Black Wings.
Kaiba. I will do it. Here I go. My monster's effect activates.
Not the best matchup here either.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Blackwing's kind of a tough matchup here for Invokes. I mean, the other way around. Invoke's a tough matchup for Blackwings because you got to worry about Kite. You got to worry about the back row. So it's not an easy matchup for Blackwings by any standard. Already coming down with the Invocation, which will allow Invokes to get fusing. What will he go into? That is the question. Herald of the Abyss wants some double Tenori. Oh gosh. A lot of thought going on. Okay.
Here I go.
Rise! Invocositis!
I activate a spell.
Get back that Alistair.
My monster's effect activates.
Okay, he's gonna discard to boost his own Alistair. I mean his own Ghostidus, not his own
From my
Alistair.
hand,
Activates
I activate the
Invocation
spell.
again, allowing him to banish monsters on an Invoke Fusion. And goes for
I'm counting
Kaliga.
on you. I fusion summon a monster.
So this will lock him into only one
My
monster
turn is
effect
Here
and
I
one
go.
attack.
It's my turn. Draw.
Not that strong of an opening for MasterCards here. But it could be strong enough, we'll see. Disturbia, what's up, my bro? How's it going?
Watch closely. I summon a monster in attack position. From my hand,
Necro Valley,
field spell activates.
I'm doing
My
good.
monster's effect activates. Will now battle.
Yep, exactly.
Watch and learn. My monster attacks.
Okay, goodbye,
I end
Kasa.
my
Ooh,
turn.
and he bricked.
Here I go.
Ooh, this is
My
gonna
turn.
hurt.
I draw a card. I activate a spell.
That will not apply, though. Because that would move Invocation to a different place. UA Rip, appreciate the follow. You know how part of it's out.
Let's do this.
Invocation
My
by a
monster
card.
attacks.
Is that the best you got?
My turn is done.
Get ready. My turn. Draw. I set a monster.
Sets a
I
monster,
end my turn.
passes.
It's my turn.
Yikes.
I draw a card.
You really don't want to be in a position where you're giving Invoke too many turns. We saw this in both of those
I
Shiranui
set
matches.
this card face down.
When you give Invokes turns to come back, they will come back.
Let's battle.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Heartbreak.
I attack with a monster.
Is that Naroshi? It is.
My turn is done.
Here I go. It's my turn. Draw.
Now you also have to worry about the back row at this point. If you can't get... The thing is, now you can't even Synchro Summon with Simoon. So that's another problem. And you don't have the mountain boosting to be able to get it. Search the Zeph. That's going to be another issue in itself. A little bit too quick, but at the same time, it's not looking good. Blackwing basically have to do something within these 2 turns here before Invokes can search, or turn and a half, before Invokes can search any more back row.
I end my turn.
And it's not looking good.
Go. My turn.
But yeah,
draw a
it's
card.
looking like a GG at this point.
From my hand, my field spell activates.
And that's even more trouble, as that will threaten lethal right off the
I
bat,
set a card.
potentially.
My field spell activates.
Blackwing's that hero is the heroes that hit harder, but also can break his heart.
Yugi, I was willing
And
to
that's
risk
a
everything to
scoop.
win.
Kaiba.
And MasterCards has won it and put his team to 10 wins. So congratulations, Sun Clan. You played beautifully. Good games on both sides. Yeah, MasterCards was fantastic. And so was Raw. Alright, so thank you guys for tuning in. Let me just fix that up so people know. And go set up a raid here. Alright, we're gonna raid my boy Steven. So if you don't know Steven Freshie, make sure you drop him a follow. He is a fantastic streamer. Awesome guy. So make sure if you're not followed to Steven, go ahead and drop him that big follow. And make sure you become a part of his community.